What's going on, YouTube? Mater here. I know I'm running a little bit behind. I was just over on Cajun's live stream showing him that $100 bill I wound up getting on the auction. I know he'll be here soon. I'm getting the link right now. Set up. Hey, I got the link up there. Let's see. I either have Mike Hodge or probably Cajun, or it could be some of the other ones that were on Cajun's channel. So how's everybody doing tonight? Uh-oh. Eh. Hi, Candy. How you doing? Appreciate you coming in. Oh, yeah. Hey, Mike. Hey, Candy. Crystal showed me what you posted earlier. It's like, hey, don't feel like that, man. Please, just don't. Hello, love. All right, Mike. So, how many cars did you destroy today? And just think, you're only halfway through the week. You got more cars to destroy tomorrow and Friday. Just don't, hey, Mike, just don't be like one of the guys that was at the shop I worked at years ago. He started lifting the car up, forgot to do one of the lift ups on the one of the arms for the lift. You know, how you slide it in, how you can fold them up. He forgot to do that. Car started going up, and then all of a sudden, whoop, right nose first on the floor. I'm surprised Cajun ain't popped in here. Well, he's got to shut his down. Oh, that's not good. What kind of car are you working on, Mike? And why'd you break it off in the subframe? You working on, what are you trying to do? Take the subframe itself out? Hey, Wayne, how you doing? Appreciate you stopping by. But yeah, I know I did one of those years ago. The guy, he used to work at a paint and body shop, and what he would do is he would buy cars at auction and get them fixed, turn around and sell them. You know, buy them cheap and everything. But if there was mechanical stuff needed to be replaced on it, he called me up. Hey, I was making a couple of $100, you know, every time I'd go over there. And he had a Mustang and needed the K-frame and everything, or what I call a K-frame. It's the one where the motor and everything mounts to. But anyways, he had another one, and I got to put on there and put everything back together, let it down the ground, and I think that was about $250 for about 4 hours. Hey Patch, how you doing? But I mean, that was all, as they say, under the table. But the reason I stopped doing that was the guy wound up kind of started flaking out and everything. And let's just say that I haven't dealt with him in probably over 3 years. Oh, wow. That's not, oh, in a minivan? But, what, like a 3.0 or a 3.3? Damn. Because I know I had it was a 93 Plymouth Voyager, had that Mitsubishi 3.0 in it. That thing was good. I love that little minivan. Um, Good fuel economy, plenty of power to go places and everything, had quite a bit of room. Hey, Mason. Yeah, I'm doing good. Um, but the only reason I stopped driving that is because, like I said, I was on my way home one night from the grocery store, and some guy decided to cut through traffic that was stopped, and I plowed right into him about 45 miles an hour and shortened the front end of that minivan down about a foot. And the only thing that helped save me was where I hit him at. It was right there where the battery is at, and right behind the battery was the fuse panel. Well, in that panel had the fuel pump relay. That thing got destroyed because it wound up killing the engine, and everything. So if that relay had not been damaged and there had been a fuel leak, that fuel pump would have kept on pumping everything out. Ooh. Now 3.6, that's an actual Chrysler engine. It's not the Mitsubishi. I know they had the 3.0, we had the 2.5, which are four cylinder, and then the 3.0 was Mitsubishi V6. You had 3.3 and you had 3.6. Oh man, Mason, I had a chance to buy one of those years ago. Same thing, 383, 4 speed, and the guy said he just had a fresh paint job done on it. Wanted $350. The only problem with it was the engine had a knock in it. I turned it down. It was like, yeah, I kicked myself every time thinking about that. It's like, man, I should have bought that car. There was a couple others that I should have spent the money on, but didn't. Nice. I've got a 71 numbers matching Plymouth Duster 318. And that one I'm not getting rid of. I'm not getting rid of my little Duster. Right now, no, considering the fact that the motor for it is sitting in the garage over there and transmission sitting back over here. It was a 2-in-1 stock factory. Yeah, I didn't do any kind of performance. upgrades on it at all. Only thing I ever did to it was I had to change out the K-frame on it and change out the gas tank because the K-frame, uh, one of the nuts and everything for the lower control arm had come loose on it, and it wallowed out the hole so bad that it was beyond repair. So I had to go get another one, and then the gas tank, undoubtedly there had been some water sitting in the trunk, and it sat right there on top, and it rusted through, and it then went through and started rusting out the top of the gas tank itself. So what I've happened to replace that also. Um, they got pulled out because the engine was just so wore out and everything that was going to see about rebuilding it, but never have gotten around to it. The car needs a total rotisserie style restoration. I mean, it needs to be taken down, totally stripped, kind of like what they do on graveyard cars. Strip it down to the bare frame and rebuild. But have the motor gone through, get it rebuilt. Same thing with the transmission. The only problem is I've never had the money for doing that. Plus, it needs some body work on it. Both quarter panels are going to have to get replaced. And there might be some other body work have to get done. I know the hood is going to have to get either fixed or it's going to have to get replaced on it. And the grill is broke on it, so that's going to have to get done. Yeah, Mike, I was telling Crystal what I wouldn't mind doing is going and buying, getting another Dodge Caliber and yanking the drivetrain out of it and shoehorning one of them Hellcats inside of it. That would be fun. Putting a Hellcat inside of a little Dodge Caliber. You talk about a sleeper for sure. Um, no, Mike. I think it'd probably be about 60 grand to do all that on that Caliber. Well, man, you talk about one hell of a grocery getter for sure. That thing would be going. See ya. Of course, I'd have to have it as automatic. All right, Twisted V's in the house. Is that Mark or is that Sandy or is it both of you? Hey, Ken, I see you here. Appreciate you stopping by. That's one of the other streams I watch. They went live. It's one of the cruise uh, channels I watch. Hey, it's Marky Mark. They got off the road today. Decided to get some R&R, huh? I'm gonna put that chat back up. I mean the link. What? Only 2 people have hit the like button so far? What's going on with you guys? That I can understand. Yeah. 67. Ah, you're being like Willie Nelson. On the road again. I can't wait to get on the road again. I got to do the nasal part. Um, but yeah, I know. I found out that that's one thing when I was racing my Charger. It had a 383. Now that was a 70 Charger, but the guys were telling me, um, okay, good. But no, they were telling me get 67 and older 440 heads because they were closed chamber. And luckily for me, the first car I had, it was a 66 Chrysler New Yorker with a 440 in it. Well, I still had the engine and everything. Um, that thing was I totally trashed that engine. I mean, that thing it definitely needed to be rebuilt. I mean, I think it had to go 40 over. That's how wore out it was. Um, but yeah. Anyways, I went up taken and had the heads and everything all redone. Um, put them on that 383. Man, that thing got woke up in a heartbeat. I mean, that thing really wanted to fly. And it was, with an automatic, 323 gears, welded up the spider gear to give me a locked rear end. And we could only run a 60 series tire. That was the widest that we could run. Didn't matter what size. That's the one thing. Hey, Breezy. But that was the one thing I did like about at that time, which they don't even do that anymore. Because in that kind of class, you're only allowed two different size tires, and you have to run what they call the NASCAR pull-offs. So I mean, you can run a wider rim now, but yeah, you're only got, and we're only talking that much of, about an inch is about the only height difference you've got between the two tires, and they're both 15s. Yep, the Polaris, they did have, they were, yep, you could have had them automatic or it could be a standard. But yeah, I mean, that was your kind of your, I mean, being a Plymouth and everything, it was your low end car. But yeah, you could have had anything. That's when they were, that's what back in the '60s, man. That was uh, when you could get just about any kind of engine in any car from Chrysler. I remember reading a story years ago, um, how the guy had a Plymouth Satellite that had the Hemi in it, and he wound up beating everybody that came up against him, and he took every single badge off of it that said Hemi. That way they wouldn't know. Yeah, actually, for me, if I had a chance, I'd get a Daytona. I would love to have one of those. Uh oh. I mean, hey, I got someone wanting to send me a. Oh, what's that phone number so I can send a copy of this to? Damn. The other 68 or 69. I don't remember. And no, I didn't get a chance to, Mark. I've been wanting to look at that, but only it came out I think after I'd already gone to work. Of course, come home, gotta have only got an hour and everything. So by the time I look at a few things, on Facebook and maybe one or two things on YouTube, I got that short window and everything to be able to watch something short. So, I got home probably about, I think it was about 6:35, something like that tonight. Yeah, Mike. Excuses, excuses, excuses. But that does look nice. Oh, hey, Mike, you think I can get that mounted on that little Predator 670? Now, that would be a nice little blower setup on it. Forget the one I got. I want that one. I'll put that one on that little Predator 670. That would really make that thing scoot. Yeah, I just, that's one thing, I love, by having Crystal here, she keep an eye on my mom and everything. It was like, hey, I can let her know, hey, be leaving such time, and she knows, okay, fine, start, getting dinner and getting everything ready. Nah, no, I'm like, you send that to me that way your wife don't get in trouble, don't get you in trouble. And I put it on that little Predator 670 on the little mini top fuel. See, that's how that works. You sent me the picture. It's like, I don't tell her. You send it to me. That way you don't get in trouble with her. I can do tested tuning with it. I'm wondering what that thing would be like. Since I got two of those 670s, I'm just kind of wondering what it'd be like if I had both of them mounted like that and basically had both of them hooked up to run at the same time. Oh, I don't believe it, Mike. I believe that like you've got some swampland to sell out there in the middle of Arizona. That, but yes, they have a V twin, and I don't mean a twisted V twin because it'll probably do some twisting. Um, and get both of them in line. That way, it means I have to get me another blower. Thanks. That's okay. I can go get me another one. Probably get about, well, maybe about 250 horses out of a four cylinder. Yeah. Hey, Mike, if NASA could hit the moon with that rocket, I could probably find a way hitting it with a pistol. Give me enough, and I'll put enough oomph behind it. I'll get it up there. Oh, talk about that. That's something that Crystal and I were talking about. We were watching a video on YouTube the other night, and they showed the moon lander and everything. How the guys were up there on the moon, riding around and everything. My question is, what would that moon lander be worth if it was brought back? And is it still in operational order after all these years sitting up there on the moon? Yeah, yeah, Mark. Yeah, I know. I plan on watching it. Don't worry. I'm gonna be licking my lips and everything while watching it. Trying to remember what was that? The grilled cheese one he wanted putting out today. But yeah, I'll watch it. Don't worry. Don't get your panties in an uproar. Keep that little diesel humming. I'll watch it. Don't worry. I'm surprised that Cajun ain't got here yet. He must be getting slow in his old age. I know I had the link and everything out there, but he ain't showed up in the basement. All right, Mark. So what state are you in today? And I don't mean mine. Oh, Cajun's still alive? He knew I was going live right now. I popped in on his, show that $100 bill I wound up getting. Let me find out. What's that boy up to? I don't want to know about TikTok. Eh. Let's see. Tennessee.
Kenneth, I'm sorry. No, that's terrible. They always cook it into that.
Hang on, I'm over here on Cajun trying to send him a message.
On accident when they went into my bottle of Captain Morgan Coconut Bay rum.
Oh.
When we were camping one year and we left it open overnight. And the ants got in and we were like, oh well, screw it. Drink it anyway.
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna waste any of that stuff. What are you kidding?
No. Never waste Captain Morgan.
Nope.
That was years.
Not just for a couple of ads. That's protein.
Mater said, did you forget about him being live? No, Mater, he told you he'd be over there in a little bit.
Yeah, we got to give you a raid, Mater. I got to find you on YouTube. Let me do that right now.
Didn't you say you were going to be live till like 8:30 or something today, John? I don't know. I'm starting rumors again. Whatever.
Yeah, I'm going to get Mater. Oh,
Hey, Mark.
He's going to go live at 7:30.
I'm over here, my phone and everything.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
him. I'll get up here if we're gonna go. If it's
There he is. Yeah, we'll be there.
I just put on there says, so everybody's wondering where he's at. Now, why would you say copyright?
To see how long he's been live. 30 minutes.
I don't know where Jamie's at tonight. All right, I'm off of his. And I need this little cable here. I need this one so I can get my phone plugged in. Hey, 710, how you doing? Appreciate you showing up. But yeah, like I said, I know. Everybody gonna raid me. But, hey, 710, what do you think about that $100 bill? In case y'all don't know, there was an auction on a website I'll look at occasionally, and they had on there, it was a 1966 red seal $100 bill star note, and the serial number is 0000192. Yep, I was showing it there on Cajun stream when Money was sitting there right next to him. Yeah, I showed the $100 bill and everything. It was still in the plastic sleeve. I actually did take it out to show it's still crisp. I mean, it's still got a couple of folds and everything in it. But yeah. And Money Maniac, he said that he would, he could actually get it sent off for me to get it graded and everything. I'm going, good, because that's the one thing that I would love to do is have that thing graded and everything. But I did have it on Cajuns. I did not feel comfortable bringing it out here in the garage where anything could happen to it. So I've got it put back up. It's still in the hard plastic sleeve. And I put it back in the little Ziploc bag it came in and got that put away and locked up. Hey, Siren Silver Stash, how you doing? Appreciate you stopping by. Yep. And I mean, the thing about it is, Cajun, when I told him about that about 2 weeks ago, when I told him what the serial number and everything was on it, he goes, huh? Hang on a minute. Did you say 5 zeros? He called Money and everything, and Money was doing what now? Hang on. I'll be right there. Hey, Armando. How you doing? Appreciate you stopping by. And David Carlisle. Thank you for coming by. But, yeah, everybody, keep hitting that thumbs up. I know it helps me out. But, yeah, that $100 bill, it came in. And I got it at a good price. I mean, because before I even bid on it, there's Cajun.
Hey everybody, how y'all are today?
But yeah, like I said, before I even put a bid on that thing, I was talking to Cajun, and I was even letting Money know what the current bid and everything was for it, and getting their opinion, because I mean, I thought Money Maniac was gonna fall out of his chair when he found out there was 5 zeros on it. Yeah, he's shaking his head.
Yeah,
That's why he
money.
had. Yeah, because Cajun, like I said, he was on the stream. I was telling him about it, and immediately he called Money. Money immediately popped in. It's like, huh? Tell me about it.
yeah. Money Maniacs is in the house. He drove all the way from Bullhead City, Arizona, and that's almost to Laughlin.
And
Right.
as you can see, I got a plate in my hand, getting fat.
Yep. Drove all the way from the Nevada border to South Louisiana.
Yep.
Hey, Miss Christo.
But yeah, with the tax, shipping, the buyer's premium. I'm trying to bring that up right now. I believe everything was like just under $360 total. And that's the one thing, when I was, letting Cajun and Money know about it, I was like, okay, what should be my top bid and everything? And Money was going, if you can get it for $350, that's still a good price. And like I said, my winning bid was $250. So with, like I said, with the shipping on it, the tax, the buyer's premium, of course I had to pay for the insurance and everything. It's 0000192, and it's a star note, red seal.
$100.
Yeah, it's $100 red seal star note, 1966.
They couldn't see you. Lean over.
Hey, Missy.
Hey.
But yeah, like I said, that's why, I was mentioning it was like I was surprised when Money all of a sudden he had to pop in when he heard about it. And it was like, because Cajun was telling about, the look on Cajun's face when I told him, he was going, huh?
I'm like, man, yeah, that's a good number.
Yeah.
5 zeros. When he got to the fifth zero, I'm like, are you kidding me? Man, I was waiting for another zero.
But hey, I showed it to you. You counted all the zeros you saw on there.
It was in my live stream earlier.
Yep.
Oh, look what I got here, Money. And
What you got?
no, not Money. Mater and the two guys in here.
Looks like a Mac. We're having a Mac attack. Is that gold?
Gold.
Now,
Yeah, he bought two of them like that. They had the special edition gold.
Yep. That's nice of you to buy that from Missy to use.
Johnny bought two of them when they were selling them. Bought one for him, one for his dad. And he's got the whole set of hand wrenches.
I think it's 5.
Oh, 5? Okay.
I don't know where it is.
Every month they came out with a different tube.
Right.
Mac did for that special gold edition.
Oh, so 710, your bank account's that low?
Yeah, I know the feeling.
Yep. Well, Armando, it depends upon what year and everything else on it and what the other four numbers are?
Other four numbers.
Yeah, it says he's got four numbers.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Armando said he has a bill with only four numbers on it.
Oh, the rest zero.
Well, he didn't
Okay.
say what it was.
Yeah, well, it's going to be 0, 0, 0, 0, and then four numbers.
Yeah. But like I said, it depends upon what year, you know, and everything else on it. Because see, you know what makes the one I got valuable? It's a red seal and it's a star note
Yeah,
with
but
that logo.
all your $100 bills were red seal at that time. What makes it is the actual serial number, and it's the fact that it's a store number, and the condition, because it's in like Money Maniacs that it might go a 20 instead of a F12. It could get a 20 rating. Great.
Right. Now, if it gets a 20, then what kind of value would I be looking at on it then?
I would have no idea. Money's eating right now, so he brought
Money got fat. That's what money got.
money's getting fat.
They're getting fatter.
Yeah. Beef rose, gravy, potato salad, black eyed peas. Oh, where's your peas at, John?
Oh, I missed. I have to go back and get
Hawaiian rolls.
Wow.
Chop up that gravy.
It's so good. Oh God.
Should have hopped on the bike and headed over there for dinner.
Eleanor rides. 710. My dad always said to work until your bank account looks like a phone number. And I would assume that's with the area code. So I achieved that last week. 911.
But yeah, I mean, you know, and I do appreciate, you know, the input from both you, Cajun, and from Money. Like, you know, if it hadn't been for you guys, I probably would have not even really tried to see about getting it.
Right.
But unfortunately, I did forget all about that 1916 Denver dime.
You forgot about it?
Yeah, I forgot about it, and it's already gone. I do know that someone did put a $300 bid on it.
There's
So
my wallet right there, Mike.
Yep.
It's empty. And I keep it on the table. I keep my wallet on my kitchen table.
Yep.
They ain't nothing to take out of it. If they want to add something to it, go ahead. Let them have it. Add to it.
Hey, at least it ain't so like Robert Waters. He opens his up, you get nothing but moths flying out.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Pull out a dollar bill. George Washington puts on sunshades.
No, he didn't put on sunshades. He's got to put on a welding helmet.
Oh, I didn't get enough sleep today.
I know I did. I went to bed early and everything.
That's a pretty good serial number, Armando. What's the other four? What's the last four?
It's a 2009. He just sent Money a picture of it.
Oh, okay.
So Money's got to check
He'll
his
check
phone.
it in a bit.
What's that?
Armando sent you a picture of that. He's got a 2009 note with 4 zeros on it.
Oh, and by the way, Cajun, Saturday when I do the auction and everything for Noodly Bits,
Right.
I'm not gonna be using my laptop for it.
Oh, you got something coming in?
I
got it, Armando.
yeah,
There it is.
got a brand new computer.
That or
Yeah.
hey, did you get that address for me?
Okay. What Froggy was saying is that the best thing to do is either have them either send it to you or they can send it to me, and then we take and send it through PayPal.
Okay, send a check to you.
They can either send it to you, and you send, you put it in the bank and everything, and then send it via PayPal, or they can send it to me. I do the same thing.
Okay, yeah, yeah, since you you more involved in that benefit than I am. I, like let you do it because you right there by Froggy too, and then yeah, I'll have John send you a check, and then you'll transfer the money like that. Okay.
Yeah.
Mighty fine. Mighty fine.
Right. Yep. Well, hey Ken, well, the simple fact is that this laptop here, the processor on it is just not able to keep up with everything that's going on with YouTube, with the internet. Like if I get on a panel and it starts having 5, 6 people, it just starts slowing down. It can't keep up. And on top of that, the graphics card in it is not that great. And since I'm going to get a video editing software and everything, I need something that is going to be able to handle the processing for doing video editing and everything. So that's why it's like, no, I've got to get a much, much better computer. 710, looking at 4 o'clock Central. And I do know that, like I said, I'm going to have some of my, I want to get some Harley Davidson t-shirts from some different dealerships. And since I don't really wear them and they're not sentimental to me, I will be having those auctioned off also. So if anybody likes Harley Davidson, I think I got around 20, 25 of them, something like that, maybe more. Yeah, it'll be here on my channel. So yeah, I'm going to be having. Damn, I got a bug out of clean wanting to bother me right now.
Armando, he didn't say anything yet. I think he wants to look it up.
Right.
I showed it to Cajun.
Yeah, I saw it.
But I'm gonna have to look that one up because it's too
Here
new.
comes trouble.
Yeah, and Trouble's been waiting for 3 minutes. Cajun, Froggy is in Virginia.
Oh, I thought Froggy was right there by y'all.
No. Froggy is in Virginia. Noodly Bits is up in Illinois.
Right, correct.
So if you want to have him send it to you because you know him better, that's perfectly fine.
No, he can send it to Mater. And
Okay.
then y'all just do the transaction for Donna. I mean,
Donna
Candy.
Miller, yeah. Yeah, her name is Donna Miller. But
yeah, but
she was my
Candy is
new
the one. Candy
the
is the power
sister.
of attorney. Yeah. Hey, Brandon, how you doing?
Yeah,
Oh,
got
no,
Brandon in the
Brandon.
house.
But I have
Yeah.
the baby blanket, and I'm doing that shawl tomorrow. I will have it done. I just had to get my daughter's started because I'm like 3 days late on it. But I will have that done by noon on Saturday, and I will ship everything out on my end after the 15th. So,
Right.
yeah, I was just coming in to correct you on the who lives where, because I didn't know if you had caught that when you were talking last time. So,
Yeah. I didn't know where Froggy. I thought Froggy was in Texas.
No.
You know, since
no.
y'all you and her are friends and all that. I figured she would be, you know, by y'all somewhere.
Nope. It's all through YouTube. And Shell, the one that was helping Froggy with her lives, is in North Carolina, but she's going to be moving to Texas in the next couple of years. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
And the reason
Maybe
that
that's where I got the Texas from.
yeah.
Yeah.
And but Shell, right now she's wanting to get her another job, so that's why she has not been on Froggy's streams. That's why Froggy's been having other people come in and help.
Yeah. But yeah, I just wanted to pop in and make sure that you understood where everybody was standing at physically on locations and stuff.
Okay.
And I want to finish up one more row and get started on the shawl.
Yep.
So I'll see you guys another day, probably Saturday, because I'm going to be probably running a lot of the auction. And Mater's going to stand there and look pretty while he holds up the shirts and blankets and all that other fun stuff.
I'm gonna be MIA.
No. That don't work, baby.
Yeah,
that don't work.
Yeah, it does.
Bye. unless you like sleeping on that couch, you ain't MIA.
Nope. You got my coffee ready?
Oh.
She found him.
No, not yet. I don't think. Maybe.
But
Brandon says, Mater sucks. I'm here because Cajun's here.
710. Hey, you want the link? That way you can come up and tell everybody what you're going to be donating. I'll put the link back up.
Found him.
I saw what he got last night. He showed us what he's got to donate for the auction.
All right.
One of them's the first silver coin minted since 1964. 90%, I'm talking about silver since 64. It's a 1982 Washington commemorative half dollar.
Wow.
I think it was the 150th year or 250. Yeah, 250. 250 anniversary of Washington's. I think it was his birthday, something like that. Yeah.
All right.
Anyway, it's a Washington half dollar commemorative.
That'll work.
Deep cameo proof.
That will be nice.
And the other one is I forgot what it was. Money, you remember what that other coin that 17 had last night to donate? He showed us it was that Washington commemorative half dollar and
I don't know the other one.
I forgot. Yeah, I can't remember what it was. I thought it was a bicentennial proof set, silver set, but it wasn't. It was another silver coin. Oh, crap. I said Mater's going to be bidding on that. I know that for sure. That's some nice coins.
that's a possibility. But right now, I've got some bills that I need to get taken care of out of my next check, and yeah, I'm right now, especially after spending what was it, about almost $2,200 on a new computer.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, yeah, almost just a little bit short of 2,200, and that doesn't include a monitor.
Oh,
That's
I
just
was
a
fixing to
computer.
ask you, what did you decide to go with for as a monitor?
I was talking to one of the guys at work today, and he was actually telling me, do not get a flat screen. He said you can, but when you go, since they're not designed as a computer monitor, they're designed as a regular TV. When you have them set up, unless you've got like a 4K TV, it would work. But if it's just a 1080 and you hook it up with HDMI, the pixels and everything are not going to be there that you're really going to need it for doing the live streams.
Well,
And Armando, I'm going to be doing the auction Saturday at 4 o'clock Central, and what it is to help raise money for Noodly Bits. She had a massive stroke and other complications and everything due from it. She is in a comatose state right now, and the hospital has told the family that she needs to be on hospice care. So basically what we're trying to do is we're trying to raise money because she didn't have health insurance or life insurance, so we're trying to raise the money to help pay for her funeral expense. And no, I'm not putting that $100 bill up on for auction. No. No. And no.
Froggy showed us her setup, and that was a 42-inch TV or 55?
56.
56. Okay.
Yeah.
So, and her monitor looked good. That's just a regular flat screen.
True.
I mean, it's not going to be crispy like, but anyway, I don't think you can tell the difference anyway, because I know a lot of people use a flat screen and they are impressed with them.
Right. Well, the only problem that I've got is everything that's in front of me. You know, I've got the power bar, that power strip and everything, and then right below that is where I've got all my battery charger. So when I put the desktop out here, and if I got, say a 40-inch flat screen, yeah, flat screen would be nice. I've just got to figure out where to put the battery chargers and the power strip. I mean, probably have to move it all down just to have room there.
Hey, Miss Candy, how you doing? Ed, the old tech guy. What's going on, buddy?
Yep. Hey, guys, it's Ed, the old tech guy.
Miss Candy, that night after Mater got done, I jumped into Big T's channel and I promoted the benefit there with I told everybody to go to my community page tab on my channel. I put the PayPal links in and video links, and then I went somewhere else. I think it was EBG for a little while. Then I went live, and I had a little promotion. And I've got super chats in that will be going. I told everybody super chat donations will be forwarded, given to the family, to you, Candy.
Yeah.
And then I stopped the super chats. I said, wait, hold on. I've just figured out a better way to do this. Monday night, I put your PayPal account in, and then people were getting it from my community tab. So you got late Monday night, you got PayPal.
Yeah. You see what Candy?
And I've got a
Hey,
check.
Candy. You see what Candy wrote?
Oh no.
I got it
Oh
highlighted.
yeah, she's in hospice now. Yeah, I knew she was going to be in hospice.
Yeah.
The next day, Tuesday. Yeah.
Yeah, but she's saying they're only giving her 1 week.
Right.
And yes, Ed, I'm making another birdhouse. That's the main thing that I'm going to be, that I'm making. And I will say it's going to be different than the last one. I'm not going to spoil it. Y'all are going to have to just tune in for the live stream to see what wild and crazy idea I've got for it and everything, and hopefully everything goes the way I want. But yeah, that's, I'll have it ready, and it will be painted. I will have it painted and everything. But yeah, but the birdhouse I'm going to make, Ed, it's going to be one that's auctioned off. And like I said, whoever gets it and everything, the only thing I'm going to say is back to is that half of whatever the shipping cost is. Because the last one cost me almost, I think it was around $50 to get it sent off. So the only thing I'm going to say is half of that shipping cost is going to go to the family.
Mm-hmm. Like UPS, they charge by pound, not by size. That's what I like about shipping big stuff. I like UPS. You bring them the box, they weigh it, they charge you by pound. No size, no nothing. But a post office kills you on that stuff.
Yeah, and that's what I wanted. Went to the post office on that, and yeah.
UPS
I got coffee.
Yeah, the last one was $45 from here to Tennessee, which is where the winner is at. And since his wife crochets, I stuffed it with yarn. So about $5 of the shipping was from me.
Yeah.
Which, hi Candy, hi Ed. I've been hiding in the house.
I don't know if you can ship through Amazon like UPS.
The only way you can ship through Amazon is if you buy something from Amazon, put in, like it would be to Bulu Cat care, or to Mater, Mater's real name, care of Bulu Cat, and your address, and say this is a gift, and he would let you know it was coming.
Oh, Amazon, yeah, I know. Yeah, but Johnny was thinking maybe Amazon. They're going to have a hub over here pretty soon.
Mm-hmm.
And,
I had access to 3 hubs in Oklahoma City, but the way Amazon works is you have to order from Amazon.
Yeah, to get anything.
To get it from them. Yeah.
All right.
But
yeah, I could probably, the best thing would probably be, go through UPS. But I've seen the way at work and everything, when we have to send stuff out through UPS at night, we're literally sending out boxes of screws and whatever else. And man, you would not believe all the stuff that we have to do to make sure that it doesn't get damaged.
Yeah.
But that's their protocol.
Oh, well, that's UPS, USPS, FedEx. They all known for throwing stuff around. All three of them.
Yep. And see, that's where you can put fragile on it, and if they say, well, what's in it? There's a glass base in it that I have bubble wrapped the hell out of, but that doesn't mean it won't break.
Right.
And pardon my language, I know I shouldn't be saying it like that, but that was another reason that when we sent that off to the winner last time, I threw yarn in there so that it would kind of cushion it if they did that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was padded, but right. But I mean, it was all made out of wood, and not only nailed and glued. That thing had sat for what, about 2 weeks before it got mailed out.
Almost a month.
Was it that long?
Yep.
So in other words, that glue, that wood glue, it already set up.
Yeah.
It was very cured.
Yeah.
Yes. And one thing I did say is if a yarny person wins, I will send a small box of yarn with it as a separate and on not charge for shipping on that.
Right.
Because
you get a bonus.
Yeah. But it's only if it's a yarny person. Now, Boo, if you go in and you win it, then like you get one of the t-shirts, because I think you're about the same size as Mater. And okay, I'll throw a couple of skeins in there for Missy to use.
Right.
Yeah. T-shirts, it just depends on what we got.
Now, if Ed's the high bidder on it, he's going to pay triple the price.
Ed the old tech guy?
Yeah, we'll have Ed the old tech guy pay triple.
Good thing I won't be in charge of the money, not you, huh?
I know.
Hi.
And yes, Ed, you are right. YouTube gets about 40, sometimes 45. I had them hit me for 50% one time. YouTube on my super chats, yeah. It all depends on if it's an iPhone sending that. If you're doing it through an Apple product, they charge Apple fees. That's 4 or 5%.
Yeah, they charge.
The other fees and stuff.
Yeah.
Miss Crystal. But so yeah, Ed, you're right on that. That's why I told everybody, look, okay, instead of sending me the super chat, just go ahead and I'll put the PayPal link in, and boom.
Yeah.
So the money went straight to Froggy.
Yeah.
On her PayPal account.
Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah,
that's right, Brandon. Right, Brandon. True that.
Yeah, but that Saturday night after that video, when he called us, there were two $49.99 super chats. How many? And I flat out told him, I said, don't count on those coming through because they can be rescinded.
Yep.
All they have to do is go in and make a phone call, and they can pull those chats.
Yep.
So I told Brandon, not to even count on those until it hits his bank.
Yep.
Because Tampa Boys Custom, he had a live stream, and one night he had $400 on the live stream, and he went to check everything, and a week later, and $250 was gone because they had pulled it. So, yeah, that's one thing you do have to watch out is on your super chats and stuff. I know most communities and people are decent about it, but it can be pulled and rescinded, so you do have to watch that. But okay, I was nice. I brought your coffee.
I know. Thank you. Appreciate it. Ed,
hi guys.
You want to explain to Ed about Donna? Yeah.
Okay.
As far as how she is to Froggy, that's what he was asking.
Okay.
It's a friend.
Froggy Wanda Knitting is one of the YouTube channels that I watch, and Noodly Bits is one of the main conversation contributors, was, because she's no longer able to right now. Conversation and contributors, and she also did go up on panel with her.
Can you untie your tongue?
Shush.
No.
And would go up on panel with her and help her with her catching up on chats and stuff, because Froggy is legally blind. I want to say about a month and a half ago, she had several severe strokes. She was in the hospital, transferred to the nursing home, and then she got aspirating pneumonia, where she would have the stuff come from her lungs up and she would choke on it. So they put her back in the hospital, and she had another stroke that put her in a vegetative state. The Yarny community has gotten together Monday. There were 2 lives back to back that were 8.5 hours total. They got just under $1,200. Mater had his live Monday night. They started out at 1580,
1581.
and when he shut down, it was over almost 1650.
Yep.
What we're going to do is this Saturday, we are going to raise money for her. We'll have the links up for where you can put the money, and you just tag in there for Noodly Bits, which is her YouTube name. She does have a channel, and there's been a couple of lives that I went on that was not Froggy's, but I was in just like a complete funk. I just did not care. And there was one right after I started YouTube that I was severely depressed and contemplating not coming back. She was able to, she popped in the chat. She was just at me all the time, getting me in and out of it.
There's Froggy.
She brought me up. Hi, Froggy. And
Hey, Miss Froggy.
for her to be in this condition is bad, because she is one of the sweetest, most upbeat people that I have ever met, even though I've never met her in person.
And only, what, 53 years old? I think that's what Froggy was saying. She's only
52 or 53.
I think 53.
But more kittens. But he's going to build the birdhouse, and we're going to auction it off for her. I have a baby blanket that's 2 colors of pink that or baby blanket lap down, whichever you want, that I'm going to sell. I'm going to make a shawl specifically for this. And then he has some Harley Davidson shirts that are size large.
That was right, 53.
Okay, 53. Yeah, she's 53 years old.
I mean, I was smarter than you.
No, you listen better.
I'm smarter than a 5th grader.
Shush. And we're going to auction these off to be able to raise money for her family, because hospice care, her current hospital bills, any she incurs before her death, and all the funeral bills that will come after that.
Yep.
And Froggy just put in the GoFundMe, and
Yep.
Mater's going to highlight that for y'all. Hi, Froggy.
Hi.
Ribbit, 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 ribbit.
Did I pretty much do everything right?
I think you did.
Okay.
I didn't hear
Now I
everything.
know why all them flies are around here.
I didn't hear everything because I was on another panel.
Okay.
I didn't hear everything. But I can give
Yeah,
you the health update. She is having difficulty breathing. They have they're continuing with comfort medications, you know, like your narcotics and things like that.
Yeah.
So they are continuing with all of that, which is wonderful.
Yep.
So there's Candy.
Hi, Candy.
Yep.
But yeah,
I mean, Candy was saying, well, Candy was saying that, she's in hospice, and right now they're only giving her about a week.
That's all they're giving her, is about a week.
Yep.
It's very sad.
Right. Now, like I said, like I was asking you earlier, is, of course, I finally got a chance to let Cajun know, is that, basically to, have, now it's Cajun's, someone at Cajun knows that wants to send the check. So that's why I was asking, would it be better for, who would it be?
How to do it.
Yeah, as far as how to do it, who would be best to have it sent to, and the process.
Yeah, they could send it to Cajun, and Cajun could then, drop it into the GoFundMe. That would be fine. Or they could send it to you and then drop it in the GoFundMe. I don't want to put any more burden on Candy than she already has.
Yeah.
Right. Now, would it be better to do the PayPal?
The GoFundMe.
GoFundMe.
Okay.
She everything that Froggy's getting through her PayPal, she's dumping into the GoFundMe.
Right. Well, the reason I was asking because I know that I've heard that GoFundMe they get
They know about
quite
that.
a bit. So
Yeah.
We are well aware of that.
I'd rather see everything go. You know, find a way that it can be sent to y'all without GoFundMe or PayPal or whoever
Taking fees out.
getting their fees out.
Okay, I understand that. However, Candy does not have a PayPal. Candy does not have a Cash App.
Okay.
Okay.
So
okay.
It's just better to put it in the GoFundMe.
Okay.
That is the family's choice at this point.
Okay.
So
that's fine, and I respect that.
Yeah. Candy, my heart is hurting for you, and I'm going to miss her because she was so upbeat and sweet. There's no words, honey. There are no words.
I wish. Right, and that's why on the stream Monday and everything. That's why I was saying that I wish y'all were closer. Because if y'all were a lot closer, then I would, Crystal and I, we would be hopping on the bike and everything, and we'd come over and hand it to you, right to you.
Yeah.
I mean, I would prefer to be able to send her the cash as well. However, this is what the families wanted. It provides accountability to all of the family members. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Right.
And not that post that she had earlier and what some people were saying. This is what I call a CYA. It's covering your assets. And people that are being naysayers, haters, and just flat out jerks need to take their head and shove it in the sand because they're not listening to what's going on.
Right.
Well,
and if they put their head far down enough, I can kick their butts.
This is a way to provide accountability to everyone, including the family.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So whether we agree with it or not doesn't matter.
Yeah.
This is what needs to be done.
Right.
Yeah, and that's what we're going to do.
Yep. And like I was saying, the idea that I've got for this birdhouse and everything, someone doesn't know. I
have no clue.
She has no clue, and I'll put it like this. She's not going to see it until Saturday. That I can guarantee. She's not going to see it until
it's ready to go on screen.
Correct. I mean, I'm going to have it covered and everything.
Yeah. But
so when y'all see it, she'll see it at the same time you guys see it.
Yeah, I started my blanket.
Thank you. Ed, believe me, I went around and around with the family in the beginning, and it had to be explained to me because I would have preferred to do PayPal myself, but I understand.
Give me back your Froggy shirt.
So
no.
Can I take it in the house?
Yeah.
So I understand now. And so I'm taking on the burden of explaining it for the family.
It's hopping on out.
So they don't have to.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's fine.
But
and
that's one reason I stopped the super chats in my Monday night live stream, because I went live Monday and promoted the benefit, and I had it in my title, all super chats tonight are going to the family. Well, then it hit me after I was getting a few super chats, and I was writing everybody's name so they can get credit and the amount. And I'm like, wait a minute. No, if y'all send it to me, then in a super chat, then there's going to be 40% taken out. Then that's going to go into GoFundMe eventually. That's going to be another 30%. I'm like, wait a minute. Please, no more super chats. So I gave them your PayPal link.
That's fine.
Yeah. So Monday night, you got PayPal. I mean,
I did.
Yeah, PayPal. Yeah. Monday night, you got some. That check's going. I'm gonna mail it to Mater. He's gonna direct deposit it into the GoFundMe. In his bank. Then he'll put the money in there. So I'm gonna get Mater's address, and then I'm gonna give that address to John, which wants to send a check. So the
Yeah,
check
that's
will go to
fine.
Mater, and he'll send it to GoFundMe. So
Yeah,
Yep.
that's fine.
I'll message you here in a minute with it. So that way you'll get to have the address before.
Now, the GoFundMe will not be closed until the 31st of August.
Okay.
So we have plenty of
That'll let
time.
me.
So we have plenty of
Right.
time. But it will be closed on the 31st.
yeah,
That'll let
and
me
I think
move and then.
if my threshold on my YouTube account breaks 100, then I'll get a check this month. But it has to be by a certain day, and I don't know how much I had in my super chat fund on YouTube. But I've got everything written down. In fact, I got how many pounds? 14 pounds from Alexander.
12.
12 pounds. So that's going to be
So
around.
that's
I think
almost $17.
so.
Yeah.
12 pounds converts to $17 US. Yeah.
I have
I figured it was
75.
around that.
I have 75 pounds in super chats that I have to take out of my YouTube check to send to the GoFundMe.
Mhm.
In your super chat.
In my super chat, 75 pounds.
Wow.
That's about $100.
That Yeah, that's
I was going to
close to
say that's
$100.
about 100, 110.
close to.
Yeah.
That's
And-
good.
And wait a minute, and I'm going to cover what YouTube took.
Oh, okay.
That's
So
mighty
any of the-
nice of you.
Any of the fees pulled out, you're going to put right back in. Cool enough.
And of
That's
course,
a lot.
like I've said, right. And like I said, for what,
And you know, YouTube
Right.
takes 40%. That's a lot of money to me.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That hurts.
Yeah, so it depends
And
on how it's
thank you
paid.
guys
Depends on how they pay.
from across the pond.
There's Alexander.
Hi, Alexander.
When you
Hello,
put the link out to Froggy's account, the PayPal, I actually put another £8. I think it was £7 odd, which meant then it ding me that the difference end up with the conversion rate becomes then end up for £7. It comes at 10.55. It comes at.
It did.
Yeah.
So you sent her that on the PayPal link.
Because you
More
see,
on
because
top of it.
the super chat takes 30% or whatever,
Yeah.
which I could understand, and that's how I said to you, it's
Yeah.
ridiculous what they take off because they take all the fees off, and it's
Okay,
ridiculous. It's like you saying about there
Right.
was one time that you get 54% or 50 odd percent off because it was an
Yeah.
Apple. Do you know what I mean? So it's
Yeah,
ridiculous
Apple-
the
yeah,
amount
Apple
of fees that they're getting if you think about it.
Yeah, Apple
Yeah.
fees are tacked onto the YouTube fees, and then some other little fees, and it's 30% is the baseline.
It all adds
YouTube
up.
tells you 30% is baseline. They don't tell you all the other
Yeah.
stuff until later.
Yeah.
And some is
Yeah.
do it for, and
Alright,
some is,
I'm gonna
and
go
some is,
in.
do- and some is,
I gotta-
some is do it for to help out
Laundry
the
to put up,
community,
but I haven't done that.
as in because there's
Right.
other people that are sick that need the
Yeah.
help.
Can you clear out front of the dresser on the floor?
Yeah, it'll take almost my whole YouTube check to cover it, but it's okay.
And
I'm still looking for that. I'll look up the names there, see if I can find maybe that going.
then I have to move the dog.
Yeah.
I have to move the dog.
Yep.
She's behaving.
So,
But I've deposited everything
All right.
that I've received from my PayPal. I already deposited everything. And right now the GoFundMe sits at $3,235.
Wow.
wow, that's good.
Wow.
See, and last counting I had was just under 1650.
Yeah, 3,235.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
double.
Now,
what you
and like
had
I
in the
said,
last. Yeah.
Right. And like I said, whatever the birdhouse itself does auction off for, It depends upon how much it is, will determine how much I match to it out of my own pocket. I mean,
And
I
I've
got
been
what I
covering
got.
it.
You know, bills, I got my own bills I'm trying to take care of. And this last paycheck I got, it was kind of small because I missed a couple of days of work because of being sick, and then it was also one day I took off. Was supposed to go on that little vacation, but it's also when my mom was sick and everything, so I missed also another half a day. So it was a day and a half right there, and then 2 days week previous. So. Yeah.
And I've been covering all the fees for people who send it to my PayPal business instead of friends and family. So I covered all the fees. I made sure all the money went in to the GoFundMe. Took care of every bit of it.
I think Froggy, when I done it, I changed it. I changed it for it because I knew that it wasn't, because I was like, well, I'm not sending.
Yours
I'm not
was
buying
fine.
nothing. I'm not buying it, no Froggy. So I need to change this. I'm not buying it, and there's no goods and service. There's no service, so it's got to be changed.
Yeah, yours was fine.
I know. I don't mind helping out every now and again, but I just can't, because I'm on a tight budget, and then my channel's not doing well as what it should be doing, as in the way I've got it planned in my head. Yeah. I'm like, well, I can't take anything out of that account because there's nothing to take out of it.
Oh, yeah. Well, they can tell you I live on disability. I'm blind. I know I wear glasses. This eye doesn't work. I use peripheral vision on this eye. So yep. I do real good. There you go. Oh,
that's
another follow. Yay!
That's what I'm saying. I'm on here. I get ESA, which I'm entitled to, I'm entitled to, as in because I'm not working or don't work. And
yes.
And because of my disabilities that can't be seen, and then yeah. I've got that, so I get the extra for that.
That's awesome.
And because I don't smoke and I don't drink, and I'm back single again. I was like, well, what can I put my money into? And I thought, well, if you think about it, you put it into a bank. The bank's using your money. You're not earning any interest on it. So I was like, well, might as well try and do something at least.
Yeah.
But the whole idea for me coming was to try and help other channels and try and help the community in a way. But I just didn't know how to.
You did amazingly.
Hey, Alexander. Hey, here's something I'm curious about. Okay, you're from Scotland, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you say you don't drink and you don't smoke. What's wrong with it? Everybody in Scotland drank and smoked. At least kick back a pint or two.
I think she's amazing.
The thing is, mate, I seen what it done to your family. I seen what it done to your little family. As in, I've got a younger sister, right, which is 4 years younger than me. So my dad was well, he wasn't really an alcoholic, but he was in a fashion. So I seen the damage it did to the family, and it really made me think: do I really want to? If I build my own wee family, do I want to have that carrying on?
Yeah.
And I thought, no, I don't. No, it's seen what damage it was doing.
I don't drink either, so.
Yeah. I know for me, right? I know the same thing for me. I know years ago. Now I still drink on occasion. I mean, I don't even think it. I think it's been about 2 weeks since I've actually had anything alcoholic. But for me, years ago, my parents and I, we used to go to a little Mexican restaurant right after church every Sunday, and my favorite drink's always been a pina colada. And I get that, and it's like, it wasn't, I wasn't getting the feeling, as a normal. So I wound up getting a double shot of that, and then eventually it got to where I was getting a pina colada with 151 in it. And then after that, it was a double shot 151. and then it was a triple shot, 151. And when I was drinking a triple shot, 151 pina colada, and it was like drinking water. Light bulb went off my head. Said, "Look, I got to stop. I'm getting to where it's going to take more and more to get that feeling. It's like I got to stop." And I did. I literally just
See,
stopped right there and
the thing was, Dad wouldn't drink. Dad wouldn't drink during the week, but on a Thursday, and then he would drink to ding me as, and you go like, say for instance, you finish work at 6 o'clock, he'd be in that pub and ding me when he come out until it closed. There was times where I used to worry sick about was he coming home, and my mum's like, he'll be fine at it, but Mum knew when he had a drink in him, because he would start, it was as if he would start an argument or something, and it would just trigger the whole thing off. But no disrespect to him, and I do miss him. Do you know what I mean? As in, like, 2019, we lost him. But he changed with the vascular dementia. I didn't even recognise him. And that was all because he dinged me, as in, he wanted me to make another life for myself. It was like a case of, well, you need to make a life for yourself, son, you need to go. But the way he did it, it was like, F off, go and play with yourself, do you know what I mean? As in the way he done it, and that's what, it really upset me. How somebody could do that to their own son, as in push them away. Because I did idolise the guy, because he was good at his job, but he was a jack of all trades. He was a jack of all trades, a master of none. But his full trade was a spray paint and panel beater, and he was good at his job. Now the reason why I can say that is because I worked along beside him since I was 13 until I was 27. So I seen the jobs that was getting done in front of me.
Yep.
We built a bit. We went with a guy, right, that ended up they defrauded the tax man and VAT man for 8.5 years, and we worked in a backstreet garage, right, which nobody knew about, as in a backstreet garage up in Vauxhall, Drybrook Avenue, right. Now my dad was doing 12 cars a week for that guy and made him a fortune. And my old man got told when he sold that business, my dad would get something, and that's what turned my dad on him, because he done me what he done to him. My dad ended up was like, well, if you done the dirty in me, I'm not going to go back for more. And he went his own separate ways. But everything my dad ever touched, he made money off it. He either got his money back off it, or he made a bit of profit. And he wasn't a greedy person. He would, as long as he get a couple of pound extra, he was quite happy.
She wants me to call her. So I'll bring her some. You can come back with me.
Okay.
Sorry, Alexander.
Yeah. Tell her I said hi.
Is that what I'm saying, mate? And I've got boxes. I got boxes of stuff that's American. It's all American stuff.
Good.
But you were asking about the other way. I didn't tell the whole truth. There is another way of getting the UK coins, but if you want them at face value, it's better going through somebody that's in the United Kingdom that can get them straight out the back, especially the ones that we're using now. The older sort of currency, you need to go back. That's when you need to go auctions and start hunting for the non-pre-decimal. But if it's pre-decimal, like the 50 pence, because you don't just have the £2 coins, mate, you have actually 50 pence pieces. So you have the 50 pence pieces and you have the £2 coins. The 50 pence pieces have got their own designs on them, the same as with the £2 coins on them. It's only when it comes up to the Kew Gardens, the sort of harder ones to find, and that's what takes longer to find the blood, to find the ones. Right. But the easier ones are not a problem, and I'll be quite happy to give them at face value, because that's what I asked the bank. I went into the bank to talk to the bank. They put money in a different account because I was having problems with the post office. They wouldn't give me they always change it. They told me it was only for business person only, and they weren't giving it out. And I was like, well, so you're telling me that I can't do this? So I'm going to have to find another way, and found another way that I could do it. But when I spoke to them, I gave them too much information, and they were like, "Well, as long as it's for you're not doing it for profit or gain on the coins themselves, then it would be kept as a business account." But they want to if I'm taking money out of that account, they want to watch it close. They want to keep a close eye on it. And the only reason they want to keep a close eye on it is because in case I get scammed or somebody tries to get into that account and tries taking money out of the account, as in it shouldn't be taking it out. That's all they want to check. That's it. Says I want to check it for the next 6 months.
Well, I know that for me, I was doing the count, and if I counted correctly, there are 38 of the £2 coins that are commemorative. And I was doing the math, 38 times 2 is 76. So that's 76 pounds right there.
Mate, can I stop you a minute? You turn around and says you'd be quite happy at paying the shipping. Now, you've turned around and says you're quite happy at paying the shipping costs, right? So that's took the easy off in my mind, because you've said you're going to sort the shipping. Whatever this, doesn't matter what the shipping cost is, you're going to pay for it. So that eased my mind. That's that clarified off. So I don't have, it's not out my own pocket. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm only trying to cover the overheads of the channel so that I can create content. Because that was the whole idea behind it, was to create content so that content's coming out. There's videos on coins or videos on this. Because it was like that, it was like that today. I had to actually sit and, I put out a video, I had to actually sit and justify paying for that Evercade, because it's not going to benefit the channel, but it's something that I've really had a look at, close scrutiny, and thought I really would like that. I would like to see how that works and how it actually functions. It's like a Raspberry Pi. It's got the old classics on it. It took me 6 months. I've been looking at it for 6 months and seeing the marketing of it as in on Facebook, and it keeps every time, because I've liked it, it keeps coming up all the time. So I walked into the game and I'm like, looking at the shelves, and I went, there it's there. I looked across and I went, And then I started asking all the questions. How many games does that go? What games did they bring out to justify every aspect to it before even buying it? I think the poor guy was like, well, is he going to buy it? Is he no? Because I've took it off the shelf, put it up on the counter, and he's put it behind the counter. So he's thinking to himself, right, am I getting a sale or am I not? This guy's, I'm spending an hour or half an hour or an hour or 2 hours with this customer, asking all these questions. Is he in to buy or is he not in to buy?
Well,
Hey,
all I know is, like, for me, Yep, Froggy.
I'm gonna step down. I went to the eye doctor
Go ahead.
today, and I got injections in my eyes, so I'm gonna step down. Love y'all.
See, Froggy.
Okay. Love you too.
But don't forget, mate, that some of the £2 coins are actually worth more if you're looking at it face value, right? Which face value is £2, but numismatic value is slightly more on some of them. Not all of them. But
Right.
I'm not getting down
I know
that
that I know the Commonwealth games are, especially Wales. I've gotten an idea of what those values are. I do know that the 2015 Britannia is worth more. Of course, any of the Shakespeare's are definitely worth more money. I think, if I'm not mistaken, even the Navy Centenary with the flag error is worth a little bit.
But the problem is, I I can't take money off of you guys because you have brought me into this. It's you that started this whole thing off, as in me buying these American coins and noticing, oh, hold on a minute, I'm really interested in these because they've got all different designs on them, and they made me feel welcome. So I'm like, well, how can I charge you lot as in more than face value for the coins? I can't. It's just not in. It's not in me. It's just not in me
Right.
at all. But then it's time that I've got because I've got to go to the bank, and then bring them back, and then I've got to go through. I've got to coin hunt them because I've got to go through every bag to find the ones that are as normal ones, so that I can end up taking the ones that we don't want back in that bank again to put back in.
Yep.
I'm not.
I know that's what some of the other couple of the other channels that I watch, is that's what they do. And to me, now one of them, I'm not going to say their name, but this particular person, they like keeping all the Shakespeare. Okay. And then there's another one, they say, oh, this Shakespeare, it's common. It goes back to the bank. So I do know that some people say they're worth, more than face value. And then I've got another one say, damn, it's just a 2-pound coin.
Because there's too many of them. Because they produce so many of them. It's like the if you go into Royal, if you look up Westminster Collection, right now, Westminster Collection does all the things. Hold on, where's my back book? Where is it? Where is she? Didn't see it. That's one of them there. That's one of them there. That's the Westminster Collection, right? Now, what they do is they build a collection and they charge the customer more as in for that collection because they end up joining like membership, right? But I managed to acquire them from an auction that's no so far away from me, but because of lockdown, they shut the doors, or they made it so that you had to phone up. So it meant you had to phone up or do it through online, and I don't really like doing that. I like to go in and I'm like my dad. I like to go in and view what's in there for that day, and it cost me like for me to be in that auction. I just didn't spend it on name. I spent like £400 in there. I'd Buyers Boys get two military shells off me, as I never charged them for because I didn't know who was interested in militaria, and I took some of the stuff out of that collection and actually put it into the grab bags because some of the ones that are in that book, there was like Churchill and all that. Churchill and some of them are no worth buckshy, and I was like, well, they're worth going into the grab bags because I was trying to make what I was trying to do was mix it up so that we're getting like instead of just getting like one currency, like say for instance me buying USA currency and then send it back to you guys. I was like, well, if I mix this, I got a bit of foreign, I got a bit of this, a bit of that, and then a bit of UK and mix it. Then I can make up a special pack or whatever and send it over. So you get some of the coins back, plus also you're getting others as well that you maybe haven't seen.
Right. Well, I'll play like this, Alexander. What I was thinking, like I said, I counted up all the 2-pound coins. Like I said, it's 38. Figure, that's 76 pounds. Okay. So figure, the conversion from English, or from American over to the English and everything. I was, off the top of my head and everything, I was figuring that'd be right around $100 to $110. Okay.
If you're spending quite a lot of money, what I usually do with a lot of clients is that I usually charge them a lot more. But the reason why I do that is because it means then I can send it internationally tracked. Because you're spending a lot of money, so it means then that I've got a track number. I can then give you that transaction number an email or through Facebook Messenger and say, there it's there. watch out for this
Right.
package. This is the number on it, because there's what you call normal airmail, which is a lot cheaper, but it doesn't guarantee that the person might get it. So if it's in the system and it gets lost, it disappears.
Right. Well, what I was thinking is, probably sending you about 150 in American, and that way you would, by the time you got that should cover the cost of, I'm thinking 150, maybe 175 in American.
You'll get a good
And that
package.
would
You'll
give
get a good
you,
Mate,
right.
you'll get a good package for that, because Charles Kelly got a package and he's like, I don't want to do it a pocket. And he's like, I'm going to give you this amount. And I was like, no. I was like, you've gave me I felt as if you gave me too much money. So what I done was I gave him 2 grab bags and I gave him a wee bit extra as well. As in, because maybe I'll go, as a bonus, I'll go, right, fling this in, fling that in, and I maybe have a bit lying about, and I go, right, that's worth sending. I go, right, put it in. Now, when he valued that package, it was more than what he paid for it, and he was over the moon. He was like, you've really done it. You've done this job really well. But that's the thing. I do it for a labour of love. I do the exact same as what I used to do with eBay. Every client gets looked after. It upsets me when a client turns around and says, by the way, or emails me, by the way, I didn't receive my item. That hurts me. I'm like, that gets me upset. I'm like, what did I do here? Did I give him his money back? Did I hang me? Did I give him another package? I feel obliged, and I'm like, and I shouldn't feel that obliged, because once I put it into Postal's hands, I can't do nothing about it. They're supposed to be looking after it before it gets to the customer. But that's
the reason I was saying, right. Well, the reason I was saying, about the 150 US dollar is that would be able to cover the cost of for the coins themselves, and that should be enough to cover for shipping from there to here.
Because if I was doing it for you, if I was doing it for you, basically I wouldn't send you any doublers. I would try and make sure that they were best of quality, as in especially in the bags, as in I'd be taking out the really nice ones, as in I would be scrutinising them to make sure I'm on. I don't send nothing out to a customer until I'm 100% happy with it. If I'm happy, see, we worked in Dorset Reclaim. We used to go and get stuff off of customers and bring it back to the factory. And they used to send it as everything that they did was, because it was charity organisation, was done as donations. But the way they put it is, if it's no good for you, don't bring it back. Don't bring it back. So that's the way I've got my concept in my head. If it's not good enough for me, why should I give it to somebody else? And that's the way I work. Right. It's, if I pass it, I get the pass and I say, that's good enough for me, then it gets passed to somebody else. But it'll take me time. It'll not just be like, what I might do to you is I might split it in 2 packages. I might give you so much and then give you so much later on, because I'll figure out, right, how many we be getting in that bank, because I don't know how many goes into that bank and where they get them from. I don't know. Right. It could be the ones that they're getting their vault. It could be that they're ordering them in, so it could be fresh. It could be fresh ones, or it could be circulated. I don't know.
Right. Hey,
but I'm willing to get
you got a way of getting a hold of me. I mean, like I say, you got a way of getting a hold of me through Facebook. So all you got to do is let me know. That way I know how much I got to be able to send you.
I was speaking.
I'm not in a hurry.
I was in speaking to them today. Because what happened was I went to solicitors, and I was at solicitors today for outside family issues and stuff like that. And when I done the last transaction, my main bank, they never gave me a receipt of the money I put in the other account. So I was checking up, make sure that the money went into that other account. And they were like, but they were asking me dates and all that, and when did I put it in, and I couldn't remember none of this. And I couldn't even remember the PIN number. I went in there and I went, I don't even know the PIN number of this. And she's like, well, as long as you're able to sign your name, and goes, if I ask you questions and you answer them, and you can answer them, we'll go through this. And that's when they were like, and they were like, well, the last transaction you done a £800 man, and then you done a 150, so you've got 950 in here. 950 gives me a lot, and £950 gives me a lot of £2 coins, or a lot of 50 pence pieces, because they come in bags of, I think the 50 pences come in, if I can remember right, I think they come in 250 bags, and I think, I'm not 100% sure where the £2 comes in 250 or 500. They come in
500. Yeah, it's 500 on the £2. Yeah, and it is 250 on the 50p.
So it means then that would only be what?
750. That's £750.
If I had 9.5 and I take 500 out of £2 coins, but she says if they don't have them, I have to phone them up and they'll order them in, or they'll get them in before I can done. 950, so that's what? So there's about 400 quid left in that account if I think about it. I'm trying to figure out how much would be left in the account if I took that out. I know some of them would be going back, mate, and I know that. And then you would give me ding me as in the face value again, so they ding me, so I'm not out of pocket. Yeah. And it's not a fact that you're the only person that's asked. I'm trying to make sure that I'm trying to get a list. I'm trying to get a list of people. That's why I put out some videos, because I was trying to work out, right, do I stop American or do I go on to this other thing? But so it means then, but then I'm thinking if I stop this, it means then that maybe, because that was the whole idea, to ship it across the water, hope the UK lot come into it, the UK lot would want the American stuff, and yous would want the British stuff, but I didn't want to feel as if I was a middleman in between it all. I wanted for yous lot to eventually click up to the ones that I'd found, or the supporters that I'd got hold of from the UK. That was the whole idea. But because of this carry on with this other thing that was going on, as in this other, I don't want to mention the chant because I don't want the drama keep going on about the ding me what was going on. It was a way that was like a door, and I was like, well, that door's closed, and he's got all these supporters, UK supporters, so I don't want to get near him because of the way he works or the way this channel works. I don't want into this. I don't want involved in it. So I'm like, well, how do I go around it? How do I go around it? How do I manage to get in and get all right? Because I'm like, if I can get, because that's what I'm saying. It's nothing. It's not the money side yet, and it's not the fame. It's to make my dad feel that he's proud of his son. Although that he's not here, I want that spirit to be looking down on me, thinking, you've made something, son. You've done this. You've done this from start to finish. I am proud of you. You've done it. You've cracked it. Yeah. Because he always used to say, he used to talk about, as in the times, that was something out there that you could do every day and make money off it. But he wasn't talking about as in big fortunes. He was talking about enough money to survive on. That's what he was talking about.
Right.
So I understood.
Well, Alexander, for one thing, for me, I'm not, in a hurry to get the coins. So, I mean, if it winds up taking, say till next year that you find all of them, hey, I'd be fine with that. Like I said, I'm not saying you need to go out and find every single one of them right now.
I want actually shot of them. There's about 4 books, but that's not the ones that you're looking for. That's like £5. There's £5 coins. There's all different mixture in there. There's like a couple of 50 pences because it was done on the royal family. But there's 4 books in total, and it goes. And funny enough, she was in the Commonwealth countries, and some of the currency was like all over the world. Like there's a dollars ones, but they're all got Queen Elizabeth on the face of them.
Right.
And there's 4 books in total, and the 4 books are full. I'm talking the folders are full. There's at least 15 or 18 pages in it, and every one of them is still in their original folders. Look, I'll show you. That's in its original folder. That's what it came in. That's what it came in.
Wow.
That's what I got at that auction. That's what I'm saying. She's been featured on Bargain Hunt, BBC channel, BBC One, Bargain Hunt. Her name is Anita Manning. She actually, I don't know if she leases the building, but it's her auction, and her auction is not far away from where I live. My dad has been dealing with it, he's been dealing with her a lot longer than what I have, but I know the faces that's in there. I know who's who, because I've been dealing with it for a long time. That's what
All right. Well, right now, what I need to do, I need Cajun to unmute because we need to get money on there. And got to find out from him because I wound up getting a $100 bill that I need to see about getting sent off to get graded. So wherever, because I know Cajun, he was going to be dropping off here soon, and I'm going to be dropping off in about 25 minutes because I need to get some sleep myself.
Yeah, I'm fixing to fall asleep right here.
Because you asked the value, or I heard through the grapevine that you'd bid for a note, but somebody that actually gave you a value what they would pay for it. I heard about it.
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm gonna have the bill sent off, and money is gonna
Money Maniacs. I know who you're talking about.
I gotta find out how much it's gonna cost for me to have it sent off to PCGS and have it graded and everything.
Yeah, we'll have all that information for you tomorrow, whatever, Mayor.
Okay.
I'll call you.
Yeah,
I'll call you tomorrow afternoon when you get.
I don't do graded, but I do buy. I do buy the slab coins. I do buy the slab coins, but I tend to buy them as in like off a Lemonhead Penny, Joe Durbin, as in I'd buy them more for the coin community. But I usually work out what I want to pay for them, or what I religiously set out a budget. What to me is it worth? What is that coin worth? That's how I do it.
Right. Well, what I wound up buying, Alexander, it was a 1966 $100 red seal star note, and the serial number was 00000192. And when I played this about 2 weeks ago, when I was telling Cajun about it, I thought he was going to fall out of his chair. He said, hang on, I got to make a phone call. He got money on here, and it's like money was going, you found a what now? And when I had to just, tell him all about it, and he was going, heart attack. And I mean, I thought he was going to fall out of his chair, but it's just the fact is, when, here, when they're printing the money, okay, they go through and they're constantly checking for errors, make sure nothing's wrong with it. The last step in printing is when they put the seal and the serial number on.
Behind me.
Yep. But the thing about it is, when they put the the seal on it and the serial number, they check it for errors again. If they find it's got an error, they pull that sheet out, and what they have to do is they will destroy that. But because it's already got the serial number on it, they will reprint that same bill with that same serial number on it, but they put a star on it saying it's a replacement note. And this was a 192nd one printed for that year.
I think I might have a blue. I think I might have a blue seal and I might have a red seal, but they're not for they're not for sale. They actually came in, and people's like, oh, do you really want that? Mm-hmm. So I want to see one. I actually want to see one. I've never seen one, because the only time I've ever went on holiday is by that time when I went in Greece, and I done all the videos for it, as in that was the first time I ever had flown in a plane and all the rest. And then I was like, once I'd got the passport, I'm like, I want to go to America. I want to do this. And I had all these things running about in my head. But then we had this big lockdown. And I'm like, well, I can't go nowhere. It was like, well, what do I do now? And I'm like, I had all these plans in my head, but I hadn't had them ready. I hadn't emailed people and said, is it alright if I come over to yours or whatever? Because I'm not one for hotels. I like company, but I like paying my way. If I'm in somebody's house or they've invited me in their house, I usually go like, here's a £1 or whatever, or that's for that. And sometimes I'll get people, oh, no, I'm not taking that out, no. But that's my way. I pay my way. I don't like anybody being out of pocket. And I don't like that. You turn your back and then somebody's talking about you.
All right. I'll see y'all later. We're going to a radio station tomorrow night.
All right.
Swamp and Road Show. I used to be there every Thursday, but anyway, I'll get a hold of you tomorrow evening sometime.
All right, that'll work.
We'll be at the station probably right around 6 when the Swamp and Road Show starts. So.
Okay.
But I'll see y'all later. Love, peace, and crackling grease. Take y'all later.
Appreciate you being here. Bye, Money. Bye, Cajun.
Taking them back. All
right.
I never even knew who that was behind me as in Cajun's back. I thought it was his son. I actually thought it was his son. I didn't even know it was. I don't know people by their actual name. I don't go with people by their name as in YouTube, because to me that it's not that you're no friends. It's, to me, yous are all acquaintances, because I haven't actually know yous as well as like Cajun knows Money Maniacs or whatever. Do you know what I mean? But I usually just call it, because I'm like, well, nobody wants to know anybody's real name. Or that it's only until that person says that you're allowed to use their name. I do it out of respect. But it was waving, and I'm like, and it did ding me, and I know I've seen Money Maniac a few times, but I didn't even recognise him, and I was like, and he kept saying Daryl or whatever.
I think that was Johnny that was in there, because like Cajun was saying, that Money was in taking a shower.
I know, because I knew Money said they were doing a bit of travelling or whatever. I knew it'd all been arranged, but it's not what's stuff that's been said on YouTube is none of my business. It's nothing to do with me.
Right.
You hear it as in you're a fan or a supporter of that channel. You're only hearing what they want to tell you or what people want to tell you. And I don't take it any further, because sometimes there'll be drama on another channel, and then you eventually take it another channel, and it upsets that channel. Sometimes you need to learn to switch off.
Yep. All right, I'll tell you what. Hey, Alexander.
That's not happened. It's like, that's not happened. We've just heard that's not happened. Yep. You're now in this chat.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. Hey, I appreciate you stopping by. It's getting late here. I don't know what it should be. About 3:30 there in the morning.
I sometimes, mate, or I don't sleep. I don't sleep, but I am a night owl because I was mum worked in the night shift, so we're night owls.
Yeah.
And then if I sleep during the day, as in I don't,
Yeah.
that's me awake to God knows what time until eventually my eyes decide to.
Yeah.
I've seen you sometimes in a live, and I've said to them, I need to go, and I'm one of these people I don't like just jumping out. I'll say in a private chat, I need to go. When I say I need to go, that means then that my eyes is starting to, because
Yep.
when I get tired, I get grouchy, and then I start lose. It's like me knowing that they're there. I don't see when I'm tired. I don't see them as there. I'm looking there and looking all over the place. Where are the coins that I was looking at? I can't find them. That's when I know I'm tired. That's when I know I'm tired. I'm tired. I've had enough for the day. It's time to
Well, I
call
know
it.
I'm tired because with my job and everything that I do, I get a very good workout at work. And I mean, last night I came home, I started watching a live stream. I think by 8:15 I was already starting to fall asleep, and that's why I've already had 2 cups of coffee. So right now I can already tell that I'm tired. I'm going to get in there, and I'm going to get to bed early tonight.
I'm just wondering what's happened to Lemonhead, because usually Tuesday night it's Lemonhead pennies and they never turn up. And usually what he does is he sends you the spreadsheet, as in the people that regularly buy off him. Usually there's a spreadsheet. The spreadsheet never comes, but I know that Lemonhead has got the diabetes, so now and again he takes no well. And I'm like, I'm thinking to myself, I hope he's alright, because I've got stuff over there, but it's not the stuff I'm worried about. I get worried about him as a person because I know his health and all that. But I don't whatever's told to me in emails. I try and not let it out what's been said or what's been said in strictest confidence. I try and not let it out, but I know that he's also got other fans and supporters that are like, if they don't see him, they start worrying about him, and then they'll start asking questions of who's really that knows him that well or is more closer to him. They'll start asking.
Right.
Have you seen Dingy such and such? We haven't seen him, because it was like Stern. We didn't know about Stern passing away. It was Vintage Soul that came out with that, and I was like on a video to her. I was like, "You're kidding? You're," and she's like, "No." We've had people that we've known through YouTube, and all of a sudden they've passed away, and you're like, "You what?" They looked alright to me. They looked well to me, but you don't know somebody's problems or stuff behind the scenes. You don't know about that because it doesn't get disclosed somewhere.
Yeah. Well, right now I need to shut. Yeah. Well, like I said, I need to shut this down because I'm usually, like this. For me, as many cigarettes as I've had with 2 cups of coffee, that's not keeping me awake. So I need to shut this down that way and get in there.
These are not the ones that you look. These are not the ones you're looking for. There is a silver £1 in one of these sets, but the thing is, if I bust it out of the set, it'll destroy the set. But I would like to try and sell them like that. But if I have to split the sets up, I'd probably say that I would charge a £5 a pop, at least that, because I know what I paid. I know exactly what I paid for them. So I'm earning money off them, but I had to in that auction to get them. That's what I'm saying. But people go like, but we're not paying you anymore. You're making profit of that, and you're telling me as in you're only in it for profit and gain. No, but I still have to buy out that auction. If you give me more than what I paid for it, it means then I can buy more for that auction. It means then I can give more to the channel or put into the channel.
Right. Anyway, like that. Right. I know, but like I said, I need to shut this down because I'm already starting to fall asleep myself. So, like I said, hey, I appreciate you coming in. And I had Cajun on here, had Froggy. But like I said, I need to shut this down. That way I get in there and I gotta get everything put up. Get my laptop and get it put in the house and everything.
I was going
But
through my notifications. No, I was going through my notifications because that's what I said. When Cajun says support Meta, as in get them to the 150 or whatever, I then subscribe to you. So it means then I get notification when you're live. And I
right,
happen to be thing watching videos or whatever, going through between Facebook and down YouTube, and I seen Meta live, and then I seen Froggy. I thought, hold on, it was Froggy. I was like, who do I know her for? And I was like, I know Froggy, and I don't know Froggy personally, but then I was like, Froggy, that's who Cajun was putting the thing with. But then I heard my name getting mentioned, but it wasn't the fact of my name getting mentioned. I was like, I just come up on the panel, spend a bit of time with them, and then they know exactly because Cajun done was putting the thing with about the funeral costs. So I seen
right,
it. I was there, and I started the super chat, hoping that the others would follow suit. And then Cajun went, "This is no the way I want to do it." He went, "It's better putting it through PayPal." So I was like, well, I've gave 12. If I put another 8 to that makes it 20. So Cajun's like, well, they're going to take a percentage off of Cajun, but Cajun was going to give her the full amount.
right.
So I was like, well, he's taking it out of his pocket because they're going to take that percentage away. So that's why he said about PayPal. So I was like, well, why don't I just round it up? Instead of being 12, round it up to another £8 in tax. So it was like £7 odd, but that £7 for Great British becomes £10.5 over there by the time it converts it. Because their pound is worth more to the dollar. Ours is like $1.20 or whatever. So it's like 75 cents to your whatever.
Yeah. All right. Well, Alexander, I appreciate you coming in. Like I said, I gotta shut this down. That way I can get in there, and because I'm up at 6:30 in the morning my time, so I know that would be about 12:30 in the afternoon your time. Yeah. So I mean, it's about 9:45 right now my time. So like I said, I gotta.
Bye. Yes.
All right, coming by.
Bye. We're all going. Bye.
But hey, I appreciate everybody that's coming in. Of course, I had, unfortunately got that Hoover vacuum cleaner salesman down there out of Killeen. And of course, 710, Candy, appreciate, her coming in here. Of course, I know I had Wayne earlier, Mike. And of course, appreciate having Cajun and Froggy for coming up on panel with me. But yeah, like I said, it's been a long day. And it's going to be another long day tomorrow. And I've still got, I haven't done any more yet on the birdhouse. So that means when I get off work tomorrow, I'm going to come in here and I'm not going to be having YouTube going. I'm just going to be getting out here. Excuse me. But, yeah, I'll be working on the birdhouse again, trying to get that all finished up with a little bit better ideas I've got for it. But hey, I appreciate everybody that's coming by, and y'all, God bless, and till next time, I'll see you later. Good night.